Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD part modeling and technical drawing tutorial. And in this tutorial we will convert this orthographic drawing into the 3D model with the help of FreeCAD part design workbench. And for this tutorial I am using the FreeCAD version 1.0, so you must have at least 1.0 or a higher version than this. You can also visit my website mechnexus.com, where I write articles and tutorials on FreeCAD. You can visit this tab for FreeCAD tutorial and this one for the FreeCAD articles. Apart from FreeCAD, I write the journal Mechanical Engineering topic, which you can read in your own language. Here is a language option. Just click on the language, it will be get translated. You can also visit my 3D model library, which I have created for FreeCAD part. It is free to use. All you have to go to my home page and click on this FreeCAD 3D models. And once you click on the tab, you will be directed to my 3D model library. This 3D model library is free to use. All you have to click on the image. You will be directed to the Google Drive, where you will get a FreeCAD part as well as 2D drawing. You can also visit my 2D drawing library. On my home page you will see here the tab 2D drawings. Once you click on it, you will be directed to the 2D drawings, and here you can use this drawing for your projects, or you can use this drawing to practice the 3D modeling in a FreeCAD. If you like my method of teaching, you can also support me on ko-fi.com. You can buy me a cup of coffee. Your small donation will help me a lot, and it will motivate me to create more awesome content on FreeCAD. So let's come back to our tutorial. So here we will read our drawing, and if we see our drawing, so we can find out that this is the base features, and we will keep our origin here. So let's create a new file and insert a body, and on the origin plane, and in origin plane I will select this front plane and click on the sketch. Now let's off the origin plane. So here first we will create this diameter 20. Select the circle tool, create a circle, press D from keyboard for dimension, and give it a 20. Now here we will make it as a construction, and now we will draw this horizontal line, and here we will create a 3-point arc. Go here and select a 3-point arc, press Ctrl key and add a tangency, and this is of a diameter 30. Press D from the keyboard and give it a radius 15. Now we will create one more 3-point arc at the bottom, and select this and add a coincidence relation, and this is the R30. Give it a 30, and now we will extend this arc. Now let's define the center to center, which is of a 40. Press D from keyboard and give it a 40, and here we will draw one more 3-point arc of R15. Select a smart dimension,
give it a 15, select this arc and this line and add a tangency. Now let's move it. Now here we will join these 2 points by line, so select it and join it. Select this and this and add a tangency. Select this and this and add a tangency. Now let's add a horizontal dimension from this arc center to this, which is 85. Select this and this, press Shift H or select a smart dimension and give the 85, press enter. So for horizontal and vertical, L and I. In a drawing you can use Shift H and V for horizontal and vertical. So here we have given these 2 dimension, and now here I will make this arc shorter, and let's zoom our drawing. So here we will add a vertical relation, and now we will select a 3-point arc and let's add a tangency. Select this and this and add a tangency. Now let's give the radius. Select a radius dimension, and this is coming the 63, so let's make it reference, but here it is a radius of a R50. So this point, this constraint which we have given is not correct, so we will switch to the model tab, and this vertical constraint we will, and now we will make it a 50. So this point is not vertical here. Now let's see what is the unconstrained. So here we can see that this point is not fixed. So if you see here, the 50 plus 40, 90. So select this and type L for linear dimension and give it a 90. Now you can see that our sketch is fully constrained. So now close it, and here is a thickness of a 15 mm. So select the sketch, click on the pad, and here give the value 15 mm, say OK. And now we will add the material. So for this we will select the front face and click on the sketch, and this is the diameter 40. So select the circle, select a smart dimension and give it a 40, come out of it, and its thickness is of a 20 mm. Click on the pad and give here 20, say OK. Now we will create a through hole of a diameter 20. Select the face and select smart dimension, give the bore 20, say close. Select the sketch, click on the pocket and one-sided and say it through all. So through all is going too much long, in fact it doesn't matter, say OK. Now we will create this hole. So create a sketch, click on the project external geometry, select it and make it construction, and here it is the diameter 15. So select a circle, select a smart dimension, give it a 15, say close. Select the sketch, click on the pocket and say through all, say OK. Now we will make this slot. So select the face, click on the sketch, and to create this slot, we will again project this radius, and never forget to make it construction. And now here select a slot tool, and this slot is of a diameter 12. So here we will give the radius 6, and center to center distance is of a 40. Say enter. Select the sketch, click on the pocket, and say through all, say OK. So here we have successfully modeled this part, and now we will create a drawing. So let's save our part. So here I have saved my part, and now to create a drawing I will switch to the text draw workbench, and here on a text draw workbench first I will insert a sheet, and here I will go to the ISO, and here I will select it is a small part, so I will select the A4 landscape, and I will select the body, and click on the base view, say OK. So we have a place overview, and if we see in a drawing, so we have complex sections which is going horizontal, then vertical, and then horizontal. To take the complex sections, we will select this face and switch to the part design workbench, and create a sketch here. So here I will draw a line, and then vertical line, and again the horizontal line. So here I will click on the project geometry, and I will select this and this, and add a coincidence, and I will delete this line. So this is how we want the sections. Now we will close it, and here this sketch 005, now activate the text draw page. Now here is the my view, select this view, and select this sketch 005 by pressing the control key, and go here and click on the complex sections, and select this first option, and say OK. So you can see that complex section is got created. Now I will go in a sections, and here I will give the my identifier A, and now let's move this view. So view looks bigger, so I will go to the page and change my scale to the 0.7, and let's move it. Now I will lock the section view position, and now let's give the dimension. So first dimension we will give from center to center of this slot, which is 40. Press shift H, and from this to this press shift H, 50 40. Select this, and give the R15, select this, and diameter 15, and from the center to this one is of 40, This diameter is of 40, this radius is of 30. From this center to this center is of 85. This radius is of 50. From this center to this one is of 40. This radius is of 15. Here it is a diameter, but I have given the radius. Now select this, and this is of diameter 20. Let's unlock it and move it, and add a lock, then add the diameter prefix and this to this. Select these two line and press Shift H for the horizontal dimension, and it is also a diameter, so add a diameter prefix. Let's move this radius to the here, and let's go to the page and make this 0.65, and let's move this view. Now press this line and this line by pressing Ctrl key, give the Shift V, select this line and give the Shift V, and this 40 mm we have given, but there is no any point to give this. And let's add a center line. Select these two lines and add a center line between two lines, say OK, and let's give one thickness dimension here, 15, and here let's give one dimension for the slot, which is 52. So you can see that we have given all the dimension. Now we will insert our isometric view. So we will go to the drawing tab, to model tab, and hide this sketch, and make our model fit to all and set to the isometric. Then again make fit to all and click on this camera icon, click on crop image, say OK. So our isometric view is placed here, but boundary line is too much, so we will make it 100 and make it 90, and let's scale it to the 1.3, and now we will increase the vertical height, let's say 100. Yes. So you can see that we have successfully converted this orthographic view of a drawing into the 3D model, as well as we have created a technical drawing in FreeCAD. So this tutorial is designed for the beginner user, those who have just started learning FreeCAD, and to get familiar with the modeling as well as technical drawing in FreeCAD. So this is all about this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and thank you for your valuable time.